right, we're at 12:14 right now. If you have kids, you'll want to take a few notes here because for today's For Your Money segment, we have our financial expert, Andy Mattingly, joining us to talk about how we can use this time at home, social distancing, to teach our kids a few smart money skills and maybe help save a little money. How old do you think kids need to be to start understanding those basic financial concepts, Andy?
I think about third or fourth grade, they could usually start picking up and, kind of remember those concepts. And, teaching them early will pay big dividends when you have less of their attention and they maybe won't pay as much attention to you if you wait till they get older.
Got it. And what do you think the first lesson to teach kids is, and what's the best way to do that?
Definitely needs versus wants because, for little kids, they think they need everything. So a great way to teach them this is doing grocery shopping. So you're probably doing your grocery shopping online, filling your order. Have them sit down with you and see what you're putting into your cart and explain you're putting in certain things and not putting in other things because you're basing it off of what your meal plan is going to be. So you don't put everything in that you want, just what you need for the next week.
Great ideas. Are there any other shopping lessons that we should teach our kids?
Yeah, one of the best is comparison shopping. So you're probably a few things you might be buying. Your kids that are a little bit older, ask them to help you find the best price for it. You'll be surprised how quickly teens can be pretty good at finding good deals.
Absolutely. If we're talking about the young kiddos out there, what's another important lesson to teach them early in their lives?
That they need to save for a big purchase, probably some pent up demand for games, toys, things like that. So pay them a little bit of money for doing some of the chores around the house, transfer that into their mobile wallet or into their account, and tell them once they get to whatever it is they want to buy, then they can spend it. And they can kind of see how their money grows, and it kind of teaches them that they can wait a little bit before they buy those big things.
On the other end of that, you have older teenagers. So what should parents be teaching them?
I think this is a great time to teach them about that they need to have a spending budget. So I like to talk about an allowance and responsibility tool, meaning give them an allowance, but also give them a responsibility for some of their expenses that they need to have. This is a great way to teach them how to manage their money, and it'll pay dividends when they move off to college or other things.
Perfect. Andy Mattingly, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Thank you.